Dude, on my car. He showed up naked. Covered in bees.
Hey guys, I'm Bob West, and today we're looking at Destiel in Season 7 of Supernatural. This is part 6 in a 16-part deep dive into my still changing feelings on the subject of Destiel. I try to upload this roughly every Thursday with other videos in between. Season 7 is interesting. I think it has some important milestones and some very interesting choices. Obviously, it picks up where the last season ends. At this point, Cass has no emotion attached to Dean anymore, and Dean has no obvious way of getting through to him. Dean's emotions are, in the beginning of this season, all over the place as he kind of loses control over everything. Bobby can see it, and he's pretty understanding. He knows. He's not taking Dean's short temper personally, and he on more than one occasion this season offers Dean comfort about Cass. Dean struggles with wanting to stay as far away from Cass as possible, but eventually he comes around to trying to stop him by binding death. The look between Cass and him after he ultimately orders death to reap Cass. At that point, Dean is pretty much gives up on him entirely, and really kind of everything at that point. I was borderline if this counted as Cass being willing to die for Dean and Dean's cause, because he's doing it technically to fix his mistakes, but I decided to include it because he's just so clear to Dean on wanting to make it up to him. Even as Cass stared down the barrel of probably death, his last words were to apologize to Dean. Then, despite everything Cass has done, Dean is fully upset when Cass appears to be dead, and thoroughly hopeful when Cass turns out to be alive, and again, in spite of everything, he's willing to entertain Cass's apology.
I'm gonna find some way to redeem myself to you.
All right, well, one thing at a time. Come on, let's get you out of here. Come on.
I need it, Dean.
Okay. All right, well, let's go find Sam, okay?
You need to run now!
Then, when Cass is struggling to hold back Leviathan, he begs them both to run, begs Dean repeatedly. Dean sends Bobby to go find Sam, but he stays with Cass. It, of course, doesn't help, but in the heat of the moment, he is not willing to leave Cass behind. The roller coaster Dean has been on this last, 6 hours or so. I want Cass to die. I've given up on Cass. Cass is right here. Cass is trying to make things right. Cass died and I'm upset. Cass is alive and I'm happy. Cass is full of Leviathan. Cass died and I'm upset. The raw emotion Dean shows when it seems like Cass is really dead.
Okay. So he's gone.
Yep. Rest in peace. If that's in the cards.
Dumb son of a bitch.
Bobby knows how shitty this is for Dean. He tried somewhat unsuccessfully to offer him comfort through this whole "I'm fine, don't bother me" routine. After that, Dean pretty much has other stuff to worry about. Other than a bit of mild dream haunting, we don't see Cass again until he's Emmanuel in episode 17. Dean makes a strategic choice not to tell Cass who he is, though they discuss Cass breaking Sam's wall.
Someone did this to him.
You're angry.
Yeah. Dude broke my brother's head.
He betrayed you, this dude. He was your friend?
Yeah, well, he's gone.
Once Cass figures out and remembers, they share a few good moments. I think it's of note, the memories Cass gets back first are mostly of Dean. Dude has lived millennia, but the last couple of years are the ones that pop up. Granted, they were sort of recently relevant, but then Dean straight defends Cass to himself, saying he did the best he could. And then, I think, the highlight of this season, Dean gives Cass the coat back. This is not the Impala. This is their, fourth, fifth stolen car? And they have a cabin, Rufus's cabin, that they hole up in. They aren't exclusively on the road, so they don't have to carry literally their entire belongings all of the time. Dean has been holding onto this trench coat and moving it car to car with them. And then Cass goes and breaks Sam out of his near-fatal hallucinations. Dean reluctantly leaves him there, catatonic. He'll inadvertently snap him out of it later, busting open the tablet. Dean is impressively upfront with Sam about being hesitant to face Cass while he's like, whatever state mentally he's in. He looks so tentatively happy when Cass says hello to him, though. Dean is pretty short with Cass, which kind of proves how much he cares and feels guilty. Dean is a dick to anyone if he's covering up how freaked out he is. He also tries. He humors Cass for a pretty long while for Dean, playing sorry. But he feels deeply responsible, and the angels also hold him deeply responsible. Dean doesn't necessarily get better at handling Cass, though he tries again and then fails. Cass is reluctant to risk any fighting after everything that has happened, but of course the person who convinced him is Dean. Dean doesn't even directly ask again, he just asks Cass for a favor getting to his car, and Cass decides to help anyway.
Dean.
Yes, we've been over it. I get it, you can't help.
If we attack Dick and fail, and you and Sam die heroically, correct?
I don't know, I guess.
And at best, I die trying to fix my own stupid mistake, or I don't die, I'm brought back again. I see now, it's a punishment resurrection. It's worse every time.
Sorry, we're talking about God crap, right?
I'm not good luck, Dean.
Yeah, well, you know what? Bottom of the ninth, and you're the only guy left on the bench? Sorry, but I'd rather have you. Cursed or not. And anyway, nut up, all right? We're all cursed. I seem like good luck to you? What?
I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But I detect a note of forgiveness.
Yeah, well, probably gonna die tomorrow, so...
Well, I'll go with you. And I'll do my best.
As usual, Cass stands by Dean when they look for and ultimately face Dick. Cass and Dean work together flawlessly, and by their powers combined, they manage to do so pretty easily, actually. Of course, unfortunately, that means both of them get sucked right into purgatory, but you win some, you lose some. This season is a little shorter on content than most, just because Cass is effectively dead episode 2 through 17, and out of the picture again till episode 21 and then 23. Though the moments I think it had were pretty true to the characters. It's not healthy in any respect, but Dean is angrier and more defensive the more vulnerable he is, and he is vulnerable to too much guilt around Cass, so it comes out in frustration and anger. There's a lot of theories on why Cass was and wasn't in this season. There's a lot of rumor that Cass was actually dead for good, but only brought back because ratings tanked or because of all the Save Cass campaigns that happened as soon as they knew he wasn't going to be a series regular. He was reinstated as series regular in season 9 despite having a fair amount of screen time in season 8. The term series regular is thrown around a lot, but it's pretty much just contract negotiations and politics. Most often, you'll get paid more per episode if you're officially a series regular, whether or not you actually have more screen time. There are series regulars with less screen time than recurring roles. Technically, it means you are one of the main cast stars, but actually that just means that the studio owns you. You're not allowed to take on any other gigs, and they can do whatever they want with your time. It means job security to a certain degree, sure, but when you aren't actually a story main character, a lot of time it mostly kind of sucks, especially because they can spread out how many days they want you on set as wide as they want instead of kind of condensing them, so you'll end up having to stay, like in this case, in Vancouver for like maybe the entire duration of filming, where they were only needed a couple of days, but nobody prioritized putting those couple of days back to back. In my research, I found a lot of people who are absolutely certain that Sarah Gamble had serious hate for Cass and wanted him gone and that ratings brought him back, but I have seen no actual evidence to back that up. I'm not saying that isn't what happened, I just don't full stop believe it just because it's been repeated enough. The next season will bring us through Purgatory, Naomi, and all the way back through the Angels Falling, and I'm excited to take a look. 3 last things. 1. I have an email. I don't respond to most inquiries there individually, but if anyone has an episode idea or other things they feel like they don't want to leave in the comments, or any sort of like articles or something that you think pertain to things, but feel free to drop a line. And you can always suggest things in the comments also. I do enjoy reading what people would be interested to hear me yap about next. 2, I also have a Ko-fi account. It's a site where you can support content creators by donating the average cost of a cup of coffee, $3. Even if you don't donate, you should check it out and follow me there. I preview new video title cards, I give periodic updates on when and what I'll be posting, as well as occasionally ask people's opinion there. Through your guys' donations, I've actually raised enough for a new microphone, so expect my lovely voice to improve soon. I imagine it'll sound better, but even more so, it will sound good without the extensive amount of time I spend currently trying to fight my headset microphone. But that means donations are now going towards an Adobe subscription and bills, and if Samantha has anything to say about it, cat food. The third thing is just that I put up a poll question on my Ko-fi account asking you guys what structure you'd like to see a series of videos I'm making to follow, so head on over there and let a guy know what y'all want. Anyway guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.